This is gonna be hype. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. My Black Panther is in master mode. I've finally mastered Black Panther at long last. Got a better build down. I've been, grinding and winning OLTs and Mega Hives, getting better and better gear. I'm at the point where I have the best stuff. Now I'm getting high level stuff even in Wakanda. Even Wakanda's dropping good stuff for me now. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm gonna take that raid apart. And I got my squad. My squad's back in the game. Thank God they reversed that those chargeable consumables, those purchasable consumables would destroy the community. Everybody's gonna quit. For like 2 weeks, everybody had quit. So I wasn't even doing a raid during that time. And I just started running up with randos just to get back in there and barely beating it. But now everybody's coming back now. They quit their, chargeable consumables, and everybody's coming back just in time for Spider-Man and the raid to come out. So I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for the Sonic Conduit. I'm hyped for the status leak. Vibranum's going to spread to all enemies. Sonic Perk's going to spread to all my allies. So that means everybody's going to run Sonic Conduit for the most part. You know what I'm saying? If they run Sonic Conduit, then you can use your supers repeatedly. It's going to be like unlimited supers. If everybody uses Sonic Conduit, everybody will be sending Sonic to each other. So it'll never run out. Once one person runs out or kills their Sonic guy, somebody else procs another one. So we'll have, supers all through the raid. It's going to be like Mayhem mode in Destiny. Yeah, I'm ready. Black Panther's set up. I finally settled on a good build. Got some good damage numbers on all his moves. He got a handle on them, because everything is like you either learn by word of mouth, or by playing by yourself. And I pretty much figured out Black Panther finally. I had some good combos down, but that's just for ads. That's for like single ads. It's not for good for bosses. I got some good damage. I'll be able to get my heroics up to higher damage levels. I'll even be able to get my percussive blast to higher damage levels. So I'm good. I just have to stack on my damage boost. And I'm gonna run with probably at least one Jarvis barrier just for backup with some decent precision. And if you played the OLT enough, you kind of get a hang for how to take it down, how good teams take it down. The strategies. So hopefully some of that will apply here. So I'm ready. I'm hyped for this. I'm hyped for Spider-Man. I'm getting a little distracted though. I may like do the raid for 2 days and then do Spider-Man for 2 days. I'm gonna just concentrate on beating the raid, and then I'll try to get Spider-Man up to raid level. Because he doesn't have a story. At least he doesn't have a story campaign, so you won't waste the story campaign. Waste your time doing a story campaign. You're only gonna do once, so you just play the regular stuff you would with your other characters and just play it with Spider-Man, and basically, do all your bounties or whatever, and do your bonus sections with Spider-Man to get him up. So it's gonna be cool. And I wasn't really, I was kind of hyped for it. Of course, I'm hyped Spider-Man's going to be in the game because there's not that many characters in the game to begin with. However, I played a lot of Spider-Man games over the years, so I wasn't that ecstatic as some people were because I played Spider-Man a million times. I never even finished that Insomniac Spider-Man game. So I'm like, I played halfway through it. So to me, I'm like, okay, it's cool Spider-Man's in there. I'm not going crazy over it. But here's his costume. When I saw this costume, the Mark One. All right, I was all right. Now I'm hyped because you really get the grasp of how cool it's going to be when Spider-Man's in the game. Okay, like this is a cool costume. This is from the comic books, of course, but also it was in the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon. One time when there was like several Spider-Man from several different universes, and one of them was like in this armor, and he's basically like Tony Stark, and he like built basically Iron Man Spider-Man suit. This one I never seen before. I started reading Spider-Man comics in the 90s. I bought all the Todd McFarlane ones in the 90s and mid 90s, early 90s. I pick them up every now and then. I pick up a few, but sometimes they're like elsewhere Spider-Man get new comic books I've been seeing in the recent years. Like there's one where he had lost his leg and he's a police scientist, I guess, or at least crime scene investigator, and his daughter is Spider Woman, a Spider Girl. He's obviously retired. He lost his leg. I guess got Green Goblin blew his leg off of a pumpkin bomb or something. And of course he had a kid with Mary Jane. And that's one of the last Spider-Man comic books I bought, and I was like, I don't know, mid teens of 2000 teens. Only of Spider-Man's comics I bought were when he's in Avengers. Actually, the last time I remember buying a Spider-Man comic was X-Men versus Avengers, and basically, the Avengers are fighting X-Men because they're trying to get the Phoenix Force, and Phoenix Force takes over all the X-Men. So they'd fight like basically 5 mini Phoenixes, which they'd be destroyed if they had to fight 5 mini Phoenixes, but whatever. And Tony Stark comes up with the brilliant idea that, well, Phoenix came from the beginning of the universe, so he's going to use a gun as powerful as the Big Bang to shoot Phoenix. If you shot a gun as powerful as the Big Bang, it would kill everybody in the universe, since an explosion of the Big Bang created the universe. How are you going to fire a gun that powerful? It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's what he used on Phoenix. And Phoenix split into 5 parts. Instead of just dying, it split into 5 parts, and the 5 parts took over 5 of the X-Men. At that point, Submariner, Prince Namor, was one of them. See, this one I never read. I didn't read the Secret Wars comic book because I thought it was dumb. Secret Wars 3, because it was like multiple universes. It was just too silly. It was like, come on, man, it's ridiculous. Instead of one Beyonders, it's like a dozen Beyonders. Come on. So anyway, the suit looks cool. I'll buy the suit. I'll put $14 down on this suit. I'm going to spend at least $60 on Spider-Man from day one. Between the suits and the takedowns and the challenge card, at least $60, probably 70 or 80. So yeah, I'm hyped for it. And also I like the Twitter, the Play Avengers Twitter showed the suits in animated, in game. That Mark 1 and the Bugle Boy when they showed that actually moving, and also they showed the Mark 3 also. That was the last time they showed, and they showed the actual voice actor Sean Chiplock. Yeah, no. Who's this? Oh no. Next. It's not even nothing. Oh. Why can't I just look at Twitter? That's and I don't remember my password anyway. I don't remember even making a name up. I'm not signing into this shit. Why can't I just look at Twitter? Trying to fucking get my. It was trying to get your information, it's trying to get your email so they can spam you a bunch of fake emails. Garbage. That's what's wrong with Facebook. That's why they're cracking down on Facebook. I'm glad they're cracking down on Facebook. Facebook sucks. It's called Life Invader. Who's just trying to get crack into your phone and get your, get all your people from your contact list, and then send them Facebook requests. I didn't ask you to send people from my contact list Facebook requests from my phone. That's invasion of privacy. They should shut down Facebook. They're terrible. Anyway, this is Twitter. So I can look at goddamn Twitter without having to sign in. Get on my face. I'm not signing in. How about no? I had to go all through this just to look at Twitter. It's so stupid. You shouldn't have to sign in every site you look at. So yeah, I'm hyped for Spider-Man. I'm gonna rock it. I mean, this is so got me so hyped. I'm like kind of wanting to now I'm kind of wanting to actually go back and play that in the Spider-Man game. The only reason I haven't finished it and I have the other one. I have the Miles Morales one too. I would play like 2 levels of that because he's an annoying kid. But the reason why it takes up too much space in my freaking PlayStation. I kind of don't want to put down $450 just for a SSD hard drive for a PlayStation. That's as much as a goddamn system. I could buy a laptop for $450. This is the Bugle Boy costume. That's cool. It's cool. Tongue-in-cheek, silly costume like Deadpool, I guess. So that's what's cool about it. not taking himself too seriously. That's why I like this game. It doesn't take itself too seriously. That's why I always buy all the emotes. This game is fun. You have to just enjoy it for what it is. I just hang around in the elevators when I'm doing missions and doing missions, and I just do emotes the whole time. I like buy every emote. Yeah, this is the in-game comic or whatever, motion comic.
Hey there, New York. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Talk,
wanted to give a bit of a life update since I'm sure you're wondering where I've been the past couple of weeks. Come on, guys. I'm talking to my fans right now. Sorry about that. But yeah, I've been a little busy, and I've sorta not really kinda been working with the Avengers. It's like a side hustle. It's hard taking down a multinational corporation, especially when your team has been deemed outlaws in the public eye. But we still find time to enjoy ourselves outside of work. I've actually been able to do a lot more recreational stuff since I joined them. Here's a secret from yours truly. The Avengers? Surprisingly normal outside of bad guy butt kicking. They're like this big family of heroes, all working together and helping out, but still finding the time to have fun. Not that I've been goofing off. It's still serious work fighting alongside the Avengers. But you know how it is.
This is obviously Sean Chiplock, the voice of Spider-Man. So everybody thought it was going to be Yuri. No, it's not Yuri Lowenthal, sorry. And this is the actual trailer. It's cool. I showed it before. I was just trolling. My last Spider-Man video, I did a Spider-Man video.
Please help us!
Got us alive!
So bad. It really underscored. When they showed that Mark 1 armor Spider-Man, it was like, oh, that's really bad. I feel bad for anybody who doesn't
Dozen of them.
I would like sell
One
my
of me.
Xbox if I were you. Take out a loan.
Someone there?
Just another day being Spider-Man.
Get the game spot. If you find
Nice try!
but that's kind of like what you have to do now.
Come over here!
Get your characters up.
Really use some cover!
I've played this game for a year to get all the gear I have now, and I'm still not at the perfect gear loadout with Cap. And Cap's the character I've been playing the most. The sad part is I have a better loadout for Black Panther than I do with Cap. Because Black Panther just has a better RNG for some reason. I have just better RNG. Black Panther, I'm getting higher stat drops and good stuff off of Wakanda. All that good stuff from Wakanda, I get better luck when I play as Black Panther in Wakanda in Foreign Mission. Also, you know what I've been doing? I've been hooking up. There's a couple of artifacts, minor artifacts that make you get more gear per chest you open. So I just have 2 of those. Each of them gets 6% chance of more loot from the chest in each chest, but I got 2 of them, so now it's 12% more loot. So I get 12% more loot per chest I open. So I have 2 artifacts to do the exact same thing. This is cool, right? And this is the Mark 1, getting it day 1. And the last one was the Iron Spider-Man, and this suit looks cool. And they made his hair look more like Clint's hair looks in Age of Ultron, so they actually paid attention to the complaints they got for the last MCU Hawkeye suit they had. So this one's better. Side note, and Loki, Hawkeye is a good character. Don't sleep on Hawkeye. Hawkeye's actually a good character. When he came out, I played him till the wheels fell off. I pretty much mastered him. I do stuff people don't do. People don't like doing hard combos. They like doing easy stuff like just spamming triangle. And that's lame. That's something you do against a boss, I guess, but if you're actually playing the game long term, you want to do some combos, get some launchers, if you evades, and there's heavy attacks with launchers, and you jump up and melee them, then you finish off with a ranged attack. And that's not as easy as it looks. You have to adjust the aim. Your aim is always off. The camera starts panning around when you jump up and do melees, aerial melees. So you have to take control of the camera with R stick and the L stick and aim to re-commandeer the camera and then take the shot. So you have to center the character in the middle of the screen to take that shot. It depends on how you launch them, how high or low you have to aim the arrow, bow and arrow. Sometimes I cheat and I just use the triple shot arrow. It gives you a better chance of getting it off. This is cool. This is a new. Too much of Thor's. Yeah, too much of his. His takedowns look the same. He throws you up, then he hits you with a hammer, and the hammer flies back and hits you. He does it one way or another. He keeps doing the same thing. This one is just similar. How different is that from the one that's better than Ben Franklin's kite? Not that different. Not worth $6. You're gonna do something original, man. This is not even. Somebody just did this. Somebody made like fan edited it. They're gonna wait till everybody buys the Mark 1 and the Mark 2 and the Mark 3, right? And and then they'll sell the Venom Symbiote black suit. They're gonna sell the black suit right away because they know everybody wants it. They make them wait. You just always keep them wanting more. That's what they want to do. So this is the Bugle Boy suit. I don't want to get that. I wouldn't run around with a stupid tie on. Good luck to you. You want to do that? To each his own. Yeah, Venom was one thing. Who is this idiot? Anyway, and I was trying to see the Mark 3. I know the Mark 3 is on here, but I don't see it. It's kind of buried with these stupid people putting memes up. Latest. What is this crap? Rocket Man? No. This is probably when he had the suit. This is from the 1990s costume. I mean the 1990s cartoon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what this looks like. He just jumps and lands anyway in the Mark III suit. And yeah, I played Guardians of the Galaxy. It was okay. It was not that good. I didn't even finish it. I got up to like stage 9. I got bored with it. But you spend like 40 minutes walking and then you do 10 minutes of fighting. I got tired of the 40 minutes of walking and talking or 20 minutes of walking and talking for every mission. It's time consuming. And not in a good way. I mean, and they're trying to be as funny as the other guys in the MCU version. They're almost as funny. You give them some credit because they try to do, like PG rated cursing or swearing. And it makes them, so they got the gist of it. They captured the feel of Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's not that great that I want to, play the whole game. It's too many hours. I was at stage 9 and it took like, 8 or 12 hours to get to stage 9. I'm not playing anymore. I got more things. I'd rather go back and play Avengers. I played that game for 2 days. 2 4-hour sessions. 4.5-hour sessions. I'm done. It wasn't getting to any point. It was dragging on. It's one of those games that the story kind of drags on, and you can see where it's going, but it's taking forever to get there. Just like that game Judgment. That's why I didn't buy the next Judgment game. Lost Judgment. I'm not buying it because the story dragged on. You could tell where it was going. You could tell how the story was going to end. The plot was going, and the solution to the mystery. But they were taking forever to get there. And they already telegraphed it, so I'm like, I'm not playing this. How many more hours you want to play? You can play that. And also, they force you into side quests. That's the thing of it. The side quests are not optional in Lost Judgment. They force you to do them. And they're really like tongue-in-cheek and comedic. In Yakuza, there are side quests. You can always tell the people no and say, I don't want to do it. And skip it. But you can't skip them in Yakuza, in Lost Judgment. That's why it's annoying. Some single-player games are overrated. And what seems okay, it would have been better if it was multiplayer and you can play as all the Guardians. There's only so much you can do with playing as Star-Lord and directing the Guardians around. It gets boring after a while. And you're constantly running around picking everybody up. Nobody picks you up. I mean, it's kind of, it's good. It's an okay game. It's good. It takes forever to get where it's going. And it doesn't have half as many moves as Avengers. And it takes hours and hours to unlock all the moves to every character. I unlocked 3 moves for Drax, 3 moves for Rocket, and 3 moves for Star-Lord. And after that, I was like, I think I'm done. I got maybe 1 move for Gamora, 1 extra move with Gamora, besides that base one. So I was like, yeah, all right, this is taking too long, too much grinding, and it's just walking around searching for fragments. Searching for fragments is the most boring part in the Marvel's Avengers. And that's all you do in Guardians. You talk and search around for fragments and search for costumes. I'd rather pay outright for the costume Okay, I'd rather pay outright for the costume than walk around for 20 minutes searching for costumes. Also, I couldn't find them. The funny part is, I put Jay Shotglass got the game early. And you saw several of the costumes in that first mission when you're on that weird planet with the monster you're hunting, and I couldn't find half of those. I found maybe one, and I found one for Drax. Thank God I found the one for Drax that makes you, look like Drax in the movies. And I found other dumb ones, some dumb ones for Star-Lord that I won't even wear. Weird ones. Like Arab tree or something, it looks like a red. That's that. Anyway, this suit looks good. Not buying it. I'm fine with the Hawkeye that looks like Hawkeye from the comic. I have the classic Hawkeye, which has his, his mask like he's supposed to. It's not that interesting, don't just look at Hawkeye's stupid face. Put a mask on. Be the damn comic book. Who cares about Hawkeye's face? That's why, Iron Fist is this shitty show. They made 2 seasons of it. And had the nerve, after everybody hated it, got the worst reviews ever. They made another season with Iron Fist about the mask. I'm like, why is he not wearing the mask? Learn your lesson. They never learned their lesson. Like, what is this, man? They kind of deserve, for that reason alone, they deserve to get the plug pulled on the Netflix shows. Especially Iron Fist, more than anything. And I like Avengers. I like, of course, the first season of 2. Just as Jones took 1 and 2, the third season. Daredevil was best. The best. Season 1, 2, and 3. But you know what? It's better to end on a high note. That's what I'm going to do. Daredevil ended on a high note. He fought Bullseye, ended on a high note. You're not going to top that. Stop, end right there. They did good. Anyway, I'm done with this. And yeah, Spider-Man can't come soon enough. You have less than 2 weeks. Start is 17th. Alright, see you on the 30th. I'll be streaming Spider-Man and the Raid. World Tour.